Last May, the Canada-wide Science Fair was hosted by the University of Quebec at Chicoutimi. With finalists from every province and territory, nearly 400 projects were on display. In the senior division, 8 were recognized with a Manning Innovation Achievement Award, of which 4 received the coveted Manning Young Canadian Innovation Award.
Science has always been a passion for me. I love doing it. It's been my favorite subject in school ever since I was little.
To be an innovator means to create something that will help people anywhere in the world.
Innovation to me would be doing something new, doing something different, something that's never been done before, and doing it better than what's already out there.
You ask yourself the question, why does this happen? And with science, eventually you could explain anything.
I've loved science since I was little. Actually, when I was 5 years old, I used to watch open heart surgeries, and it was fascinating. My name is Ted Paranjothy, and the title of my project is Novel Tumor-Specific Apoptosis-Inducing Peptide Derivatives of Apoptin.
Through his high school studies, Ted Paranjothy heard of a protein called apoptin that is capable of killing cancer cells. But apoptin is quickly seen and neutralized by the immune system. Ted wondered if the actual cancer-fighting agent inside apoptin can be made small enough to hide from the immune system.
Apoptin is a protein that comes from the chicken anemia virus, and it has the ability to kill and destroy cancer cells without harming or affecting healthy cells. But the problem is that since the apoptin protein is from a virus, it is a foreign molecule, and foreign molecules are often recognized as invaders by the immune system and are neutralized immediately. The other big problem is its size. Since it is at the molecular level, it's very large, so it's going to have a very hard time penetrating into the cancer cells. Therefore, the goal of my project was to create smaller versions of the proteins called peptides that can still penetrate into the cancer cells and still cause cell death, but this time they wouldn't stimulate an immune response because they are so small. It's basically like a surveillance system. Instead of a criminal that walks in and gets caught immediately, he's in a black suit at nighttime and you can't see him, but he's still stealing the goods. How my apoptin-derived peptides work is through what's known as protein kinases. These are enzymes that are overly elevated in cancer cells but are not expressed in normal cells. Therefore, they are unique to cancer cells, and my small molecules are acting on these unique factors. This is why it does not affect healthy cells. It feels very excellent to have won the Manning Innovation Award, and I'm very surprised and I'm very excited, and above all, I'm very honored.
My name's Philip Schmidt, and this is my project Corn Board.
Most homes in the Western world are at least partially constructed of particle board. It's flammable, and there are health concerns with the material that binds the wood chips into a board. Philip Schmidt looked at the corn stover waste on harvested cornfields, along with a centuries-old non-toxic binding agent to develop the construction material of tomorrow, corn board.
Corn stover is the technical term for all the material that's left in the field after you remove the kernels. So it includes the stalk, the husk, the cob, and the leaves. And by removing it, not only are you going to help the soil, but you're also going to provide a second income for the farmer on the same field. The material is collected by using traditional balers, round balers, big square balers. Once it arrives at the factory door and has been processed into fibers, it's combined with the hide glue and then ready to be processed further into making a manufactured board. And hide glue is derived from hides and hooves of horses and cows. It's all natural, very, very cheap, easily to use. All you have to do is add the water and heat, and it's ready to go. The biggest actual advantage of using this product over the particle board is the fact that through my flame test, it actually did not ignite after an hour of exposure to a 1400-degree heat source, whereas both particle board and MDF ignited in less than 10 minutes of exposure to the same heat source. I think it's really exciting, just the fact that you can take something that hasn't been used before, that was totally just left in the field to try and decompose, and you're able to make something that's superior than what's out there and make it cheaper as well. There's still lots of work to be done, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
Bonjour, mon nom est Sami Obaïd et je vais vous présenter mon projet qui s'intitule Renaissance du neurone.
Sammy Obaid has seen some of his favorite athletes and Hollywood heroes fall victim to neurodegenerative diseases. When Sammy went looking for an interesting science fair project, he researched Parkinson's disease. Sammy studied the cause of Parkinson's and has since developed a new approach toward a potential new treatment.
The relationship between neurons and Parkinson's disease is that in the neurons, there's a lack of a certain molecule which is called dopamine and is the neurotransmitter. In Parkinson's disease, there's a lack of this molecule. I was able to get access to stem cells that we can find in the bone marrow and engineer new neurons that could replace these old neurons that had a lack of dopamine in Parkinson's disease. It's a new approach for a treatment against Parkinson's disease, and it worked 80%, so it's basically pretty good. Winning a Manning Innovation Award is an honor for me, since it is actually the best prize you can get in the National Science Fair. Quand vous avez un rêve, il faut aller jusqu'au bout, tenter de le réaliser, et puis il faut jamais lâcher jusqu'à qu'on y arrive.
My name is Colby Manel,
My name's Mike Eamon.
and this is our project called
The Step Climbing Wheelchair.
For Michael Eamon and Colby Manel, one of life's great freedoms is the freedom of mobility. Their step-climbing bolt-on kit is easy to use by virtually anyone in a wheelchair to mount street curbs and other step-up obstacles that normally turn away the unaccompanied wheelchair user.
We actually talked to a lot of people in wheelchairs, and they said you have no idea how hard it is to climb a little 4-inch curb. The 4-inch curb might as well be a 7-foot wall.
We designed a wheelchair that can climb a standard 7-inch step, a standard curb, a sunken dining room step.
The wheelchair uses simple levers and mechanics. There's no electric or hydraulic systems at all, and it's very simple, easy, and affordable to use.
We just applied high school physics to an existing wheelchair to create our bolt-on kit.
The big deal about this wheelchair is it allows people to climb and go places they have never been before. They can climb curbs, they can climb steps, they can go through door frames, everything.
Just to increase mobility is the main focus of this chair.
The wheelchair is easy and affordable, so it allows people to buy them in third world countries. It's very little money, so it just increases mobility worldwide.
We're very proud of this project.
We were thrilled. We couldn't believe we actually won it.
The Manning Award is a very prestigious award, so it's actually a very big honor for us to win this.
It looks very good on a resume, and we're actually applying for universities, so the Manning Award is just great.